Hey, what's up? This is CDUB with the CDUB brand, the Loops by CDUB app. Yes, we are coming at you with a brand new tutorial over the new 4.0 update for the Loops app for iOS. All right, this is iOS. Android, yours is coming soon. All right, so yeah, we made a lot of different upgrades, a lot of different changes. Honestly, this is a built from scratch new update. So the whole app is new. All right. The whole entire app is new. A lot of new features and more things even coming on the way. All right. So as you can see, the player screen looks different. And the reason I'm starting with this is because when you open up the app, this is one of the first things you're going to see. We know you want to play loops. And so, we're going to take you straight to the player screen. If you just download the app, you get 5 loops to just play around with straight out the bat. All right. Now, before I go into the player screen, yes, you do have 5 free loops that you can play with, but also you can actually do a free trial now. All right. That's one of the first new things I want to talk about is there is a new 14-day free trial that allows you to try out all of the loops. All right. So once you do that trial, you got 14 days to play around, try all the new features out and decide if you want to keep it. If you cancel before the 24 hours before the 14th day, you won't be charged. And, it just go back to these main 5 loops that you have right here. All right. So looking at the player screen, you can see that we have made some changes. We moved the buttons around a little bit. We changed the whole layout. We changed the buttons. And so up at the top, probably the first thing you notice is now there are 3 buttons at the top instead of 2. We know about the fade, we know about the dim, but now we have a link button at the top. And so we'll talk about that later. I'll explain to you exactly what that is, but yeah. And so you got your title and the author of the song of the loop that you're playing. All right. So just make sure I get that straight. These are not actual songs. If you're just getting hip to this app, these are not songs. These are loops that are compatible with the song that you see. All right. Loop 1 and loop 2. We all know loop 1. We have the regular loop. I'm gonna play it for you. Now, if we switch to loop 2, you'll get drums. Just like that. So if you do have a drummer, great, just play the loop. If you don't have a drummer, hit loop 2. At least half of the loops have a loop 2, and we're going to make sure that all of them do soon. So just keep in mind that if it doesn't have a loop 2, the loop 1 and loop 2 won't even show on the screen. All right. If it does, you'll see it there. Of course, you got the tap tempo, tap it 3 times, whatever tempo you want. Just like that. Real easy to use. You got your BPM here and you got your volume here. Keep in mind also that if you double tap, like say you change the volume, you double tap it, it goes back up to 100. Same with the BPM. If you change the BPM, if you double tap where the actual BPM number is, it will go back to the original BPM of that loop. All right, so always keep that in mind. You can always jump back to it very easily. Yeah. All right, so the fade and the dim button still do what they do. So the fade is going to, of course, fade the loop out. All right, and the dim is going to drop the loop volume down by 30%. So say if you're doing a song and they need you to break it down, you don't want the loop just blasting out, right? So you hit the dim button and it'll bring it back down, hit dim again, brings it back up. All right, so I'm gonna come back to link and now I want to show you the actual rest of the app. Okay, my loops, of course, this is where your 5 loops are that I just showed you. And there are different things you can do. You can add playlists. You cannot do the playlist unless you are subscribed. You'll see that little prompt come up. Please subscribe. You must be, you must subscribe to use this feature, whatever. But just showing you, and I'm going to subscribe so you can see what all comes with that too. Another thing, you can delete the loop by just swiping to the left, or you can also rename the loop by swiping to the right. Okay, you swipe to the right, that's also a feature that you need to be subscribed for. But hey, we want you to subscribe, and you should want to because this app is dope. All right. You can search through the new loops you just added. This is on the My Loops tab. All right. You can search by title and artist. All right. If we go to the browse page, actually, before I do that, let's skip over to the videos. And this is where you're going to see different tutorials that we've added to the app. We're going to be adding a lot more, you all. So a lot of people don't even know that this app is more than just loops. We have video tutorials over different things, scales, MD tutorials, just playing organ, just all different types of stuff. So more coming for that too. Just stay tuned. I just wanted to show you those. And yeah, so if we go to the browse screen now, okay, you'll see the ever-growing list of loops. And so how this works is you subscribe to the app and you have access to every loop that's on this app as long as you stay subscribed. So it's $19.99 a month after your 14-day free trial. I want you to try it out and see. Try this in service. I mean, it makes a really, really huge difference. And so once you subscribe, you have access to all of these different loops. You can search by the new ones that we just added. You can search by title, and you can search by artist by just tapping here and typing in whatever you want. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and subscribe and show you all of the different features. All right. So we are back and we are subscribed now, and you will see this page change in just a sec. You're all set. Just let it, it may take a little minute. It's okay. Don't be alarmed if it doesn't just happen right away. Once you are subscribed, you will see this screen pop up, and it's going to ask you to sign in with Apple. And we do this. This is going to be great for you. If you ever lose your device, or if you ever want to change a device or add another device or whatever, and you want your loops and all your playlists to go over to your other device, this is what's going to help you do this. This is like an iCloud kind of situation for this app, to where it saves all your stuff in the cloud and you can always bring it back up. You can't even access the app unless you sign in. That is that important for you to do this. All right. So you just sign in with your Apple ID. All right. So once you're signed in, you'll see up here at the top, it tells you when it's going to renew again. I'm in a test flight version, so it's telling me mine's going to renew today, but you get the point. All right. So you can X off of that. And now you see that renew subscription changed to play or queue loop, depending on the status of the loop. All right. Most of them will say queue loop. All right. So once you queue the loop, it will change to play. You can play it. You can add it to a playlist. So let's see what that looks like. You hit the plus button right there. And at the top right corner, you see another plus. You can name your playlist. We'll just put Sunday night. And once you do that, it adds that playlist. You tap on it, and now that loop has been added to the playlist. You can add loops to a playlist from the browse page or the My Loops page. All right. So right now we're on browse. If we went to My Loops, we could add it to a playlist here. Say I want to put Anthem on there. Just go tap the plus, Sunday night, and now if we jump over to playlist, you'll see how many loops are in your playlist and how many playlists you have. All right. So boom. Hit Anthem, it's in there twice. I actually put it in there twice. And that's another cool thing. You can actually put the same loop in twice and do different things with it. People have been asking about that. And if for some reason you wanted to do a different tempo, you could change the tempo, change the name, and use it for another song. All right. So that's the playlist feature. Now, I did tell you I was going to show you what's up with the link button. All right. So we went through My Loops, browse, playlists, and videos. I've shown you that you can search through, by new, title, and artist. All right, before I go to link, let's actually hit this settings tab because this is something new as well. And you can see a few different options that you have here in settings. You have Dub Sync, which is a new, one of the most dopest things ever that's coming to this app real soon. If you tap on it, it'll say, something like, new feature coming soon. Yeah, I know you can't wait. That's why we put that there. All right. Subscription, if you need to do anything with your subscription, change any settings or whatever, tap that. About, it's going to give you the version. So if you ever have an issue and we ask you, you contact customer service and we're like, what version are you on? Just tap here to let you know 4.0. All right. To tutorial, okay, that's going to be kind of like a tutorial of what I'm doing right now. If you ever need to go back and watch it again, you can just tap that. And contact, of course, you can contact us through the form and tell us what you need, and we're there to help. Import, that's what I want to hit on next before I go to the link. All right, import is a little different now, and it's so much better. So if I tap import, of course, you can go straight to from your device, okay, and import any loop that's on your device. So say you have a loop that you have on your phone, you can put it on the Loops app straight from here. Now, if you do want to use your computer, you can just go from your computer and do the same thing. Just type in that web address that's up there, loopsuploader.web.app, and it will be on your computer, and you can upload anything from your computer, any loop from your computer to the app. So let's look at how to do that. All right, so we're in. All right, so let's say that you requested a custom loop. You got a custom loop from us that you needed. Maybe it's something that's not on the app, and you want to import that into the app so that you can use it, because you want to use the app. All right, this is how you would do it. Go down here and hit the plus sign. You're going to put the loop title. I'm just going to give it custom loop right now. And loop artist, CDUB. The tempo is going to be 120. You put in the time signature and the category. All right, is this a straight? It's like praise and worship. Is it swing? Is it worship? What is it? All right, so I'm just going to put praise and worship for this one. This will help you keep your loops organized. And then you just go find the loop that you want. I'm going to go to loops. I'm going to put this loop 120 in, and I'm going to submit it. Now, you cannot submit any loop that's larger than 10 megabytes, okay? And honestly, it doesn't need to be that long. It's a loop, you know what I'm saying? So you could cut the loop at 8 measures and put it in, and it'll loop for you in the app. You don't have to create a 10-minute long loop or anything like that. All right, so now the custom loop is loaded into your profile. All right, so how do you access this loop now? What you will do is you will go to My Loops, and there will be a cloud sync icon at the top left corner. Tap that cloud sync icon, and you will see the loop pop up into your My Loops, just like that. There it is, custom, and you can play it straight from here. Yep, you can change the tempo, all the good stuff. You can rename the loop if you want to by going here and just typing in whatever you want to. CDUB world. I don't know. I'm just put something. But yeah, you get the point. All right, and rename it. And now it's CDUB world, and it's in your My Loop. So anytime you change devices or whatever, if you go to this little cloud sync button and tap that, it'll bring it all right back up. All right, so that is how you upload custom loops. All right, now I know you're waiting. What is this link button? I know. I'm gonna show you. All right, I'm gonna show you right now. All right, so what is the link? This can be used multiple ways. I like to think of it as a live situation, and even for a production situation as well. For live use, some people use Ableton with Loops by CDUB loops that are off the website. They go down to the website and they download what they need, and plug it into the session. Well, if you still want to use Ableton and you want to use the app because you have access to all of the loops, you can actually sync Ableton up to the app. Yes, and you can play any loop that you want with whatever stems that you have in your Ableton session. And not only that, but you can actually start the Loops app with Ableton, and you can start Ableton with the Loops app. All right, so let me show you how it works. First off, you need to be on Wi-Fi on both devices, your app, whether it's your phone or your iPad, and Ableton, the computer that you're using Ableton on. All right, so make sure you're on the same network. You'll tap link, turn Ableton on. It's going to look for a peer. As you can see, it pops up that there's one link. And on your computer, on Ableton Link, you also need to enable this link button right here in the top left corner as well. Once you do that, you're pretty much set. You can see it's already kind of like playing in the background, ready for you to start it, just like Ableton does. And on the app as well, it's doing the same exact thing. Now, you also have an option to, you see where it says sync, start, stop. That's what I was telling you about. You can start Ableton with this, or you can start the app with Ableton. All right, so depends on how you want to do it. I like to have it on, but you don't have to. Either way, it's gonna still sync up. So let's start with it off. Okay, I'll show you what I'm talking about. If I were to play this stem right here, let's go with here in Ableton. I'm just gonna press play and let you hear it. Okay. So as you can see, the Loops app did not start playing because I turned that sync start stop off. All right. But if I were to start the app while this is playing, watch what happens. So you see what happened? It just caught right on because this is playing with Ableton right now. Even if I change the tempo in Ableton, it'll change the tempo in the app. Wow, just right off the bat, slower or faster, it doesn't matter. So if I speed it up and I want to do the same thing. It's right there, all right? So another thing too, I can also turn the link, the start stop on, and now I can start Ableton with my app or vice versa, all right? Not only that, but I can also change the tempo from either device. Okay, I can change it here and it'll change it in Ableton, or I can change it in Ableton and it'll change it in the app. Either way, it doesn't matter. And like I said, once again, I can start the app with Ableton. Watch this. Boom. So that's why I say in a live situation, if you don't want to have to keep going to the website and downloading loops for 99 cents, but you still want to use Ableton as well, you can use it with the app. Now, another thing for production wise, you know, if you're doing tracks or whatever, you need a loop. Y'all know I don't mind using the loops in production as long as you give credit and let us know. Please do that. If you don't, we're coming after you, you know, but for real, credit for real, seriously. But this is a way that you could record your loops into the Ableton pretty easy by just doing the same process, syncing it up and plugging it into your DAW, and boom, you have your loops there. And you know, this app has thousands of loops, so you'll never run dry, ever. We add all the time, and we're never gonna stop. So yes, that is Ableton Link. And I'm really excited about this feature. I'm really excited to see how people are gonna use it and how it's just gonna work with your flow. All right, well, this is a run through of the new 4.0 Loops by CDUB app. I hope you enjoyed. I know you will. Please leave us a really, really good review on the App Store and look forward to more great things coming real soon.